Good evening. Hello from freezing cold Birmingham. I hope you're all well and I hope you stayed safe in the storm that we've had. It's been absolutely horrible, and healing goes out to all the people that have been affected by it. I'm sure you're joining with me in saying that. A few hellos. Sherry, hello from Canada. Oh, I bet it's lovely weather there. Linda, hello. Wendy, hello. Nessie, Kerry, Bernie, Dom, and Sherry Daniels. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I am with you this evening for the next hour. I am with you on a Friday, 9 till 10, and a Wednesday, I'm with you from 7 till 8 p.m. Oh, you're full of snow. Right, I'll quickly just tell you for the new people that haven't joined before how I work. Sometimes I work directly, sometimes I'll give off a message and see who I'm connecting to. It all depends how Spirit wants to work with me on that evening. So please be patient. Also, to let you know that we can't choose who comes in. I wish I could answer and give everybody a reading, but it doesn't always work it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry if you don't get a reading, but I will do my best to get as many out as I can. Hello, Charlene. Catherine Johnson. Window. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and see where we go. So any of the information that I'll give up, if anybody knows who this person sounds like or whatever, please just put yes in the comments and we'll go from there. Okay. Right then. As a connect, I've got a young lady that comes forward. I don't think she was very, very old when she left the airplane. She tells me that there was a bit of a separation going on with her family because her family didn't accept the relationship that she was in. She said that she understands that she went down the wrong road, and I think that was drug related because she's making me feel that way. And her family kind of disowned her, and that was out of pure love, and she understands that. Let's see if anybody knows who this is. Charlene Charles, my aunt. Okay, let's see. Right, so let's just carry on a little bit and see if I am definitely with you. Hello, Cornelia. Right, so this young lady tells me that she didn't actually have any children of her own, but she did have nephews and nieces, and that she never got to see because of the choices that she had made. She said that she had made the choices and she had put her relationship and what she was doing wrong before her family. She never thought that her family was going to react in the way that they did. But she says that she knew it was out of love. Would you understand as well that Charlene, that she tells me that she makes me really struggle for breath? So I feel that maybe I'm feeling there was an overdose or something went on, because I'm feeling like I took too much of something and it and I didn't come back from it. I've got a bit of a cough, so I'm sucking sweets. I'm sorry I'm being rude, but just to stop the tickle. Right, so she's okay. So she was telling me that them people have asked and questioned if she knew what what was happening, and she's telling me that she just went to sleep, and it was like she went to sleep and she went to sleep on the earth plane, and then she woke up in heaven. She said that there's a lot of guilt held by her family because of the relationship that was how it was when they're on her passing, but she knows that it was purely out of love, and she knew that she made the wrong choices, and she's showing me a road that she had the choice of going down different way, and she went down the wrong road, and she knows that, and she will take full responsibility for that. Okay. I know that as she comes closer to me, Charlene, she's getting a little bit tearful, and she makes me feel very emotional. And she's saying to me that she knows that Mom and her family have been feel like this, and she said she stands and wipes the tears away, and she tries really hard to let them know that she's around them. Well, okay. Why is she showing me, Eva? Hello, my love. She's showing me a brown. I don't know what these dog. I haven't got a clue dog breeds, but I know there was one on a cartoon on the TV or something, and it's got big floppy ears, and it's brown and white. Hello, Tanya, Lynn. And she's showing me this dog, and I don't know why she's showing me this dog, but she just keeps placing the picture into my. Right, okay, thank you. As long as you know what I mean, because she keeps placing this picture of this dog, and she's also placing not just a picture of this dog, of little dogs running around, and she's showing me these dogs all running around, little dogs. And she's also mentioned, would you understand if I said to you about the lad? So I'm feeling like a brotherly relationship, because she's mentioning about her brother. But I feel that it wasn't brother like, um, it was actually a brother relationship, not a brother like, oh, a friend that she classed as a brother. This was actually a brother. Because she's making me, what she's saying to me is that she often seen him out and about, and she would hide from him because she didn't want him to see the way that she was looking. Would that make sense? But she said it used to break her heart to be able not to go closer to him, but she didn't know what kind of reaction she was going to get either. Right, I know that what she wants to come through for. She wants to come through to let her family know that she's okay, and her family to know that they know that she knows that everything that happened was out of love. She knows that there was lots of choices that she was given. I feel that they gave her lots of opportunities to try and change, and she didn't. And she said she took the choice, made the choices that she did, and she was responsible. She wants them to know that she loves them dearly, and she's around them very, 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 so much. And she wants to know that them to know that she's sorry, because she feels that she let them down. And I'm going to leave her love with you. And thank you very much for working with me. I know it was a bit of a short message, but I think she got the point through what she wanted to say. And I know she's happy now. She's been with me a while, and she's happy now. She's walking away. So I know that she's got what she wanted to say. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for everybody who's joining me. I will be with you again on Wednesday at 7, if you want to join me again on Wednesday. But I'm with you till 10 tonight, so let's see where we're going after that lovely, beautiful message that was. Okay, so I've got a man coming through, and he's telling me, first of all, the first thing he's shouting to me is Andy. Andy. Now, I don't know if Andy, I haven't worked out yet whether it's Andy is his name or Andy is connected around him. I feel that he was around, he's telling me around his 60s, but I know he looked younger than his age, looked younger than his years. He's telling me that, okay, right, there was a heart condition that took him to the spirit world, and it shows me building. So I feel that he had bricks. So he was either a bricklayer or something to do with making building with bricks. Can anybody take this lovely gentleman? I'll give you a little bit more off to see if anybody can take him. Oh, okay, so I'm feeling when he comes through as a connection, that there's it's an uncle connection. I'm not feeling father, I'm feeling uncle, but I'm feeling a close uncle. And he would have been on mum's side. I'm going to give a little bit more before I let him go, because I feel that he is on here for somebody on here. So I want to get a little bit more of him. Okay. Okay. My husband built several houses but passed at 83. Right. Cornelia, would you understand that about the heart condition? And the heart condition, would the heart condition been found in his 60s? Albie. Okay. Okay, right, let's see where we go. I'll give a little bit more because I can see there's a few of you that can take a little bit of this. Right then, would you understand, right, that he's telling me, I mean, he might be a little bit biased, but no, I think he's actually telling me that he was quite a clever man, and he's telling me he could put his mind to anything that was given him. So although he was good with building things, there was lots of different things that he was able to do, and he was very capable at. And he was always the person that you could have gone to and said, oh, I've got such and such a problem, and he would have been there and been able to do that, because I feel he's a bit of a jack of all trades. He could do everything. Let's carry on. Well, he's mentioning about housing. So I feel at some time there was some kind of whether he would have bought property and done it up. Would you understand that? Because I'm feeling that there was a property bought and done up, whether it was his own property and he done it up. Because I'm feeling like he's saying from rags to ruins to riches. That's what he's saying. He's saying, sorry about munching them, but I've got a bit of a cold. So so he's telling me about a house that was from rags. It went from rags to riches. He's saying how he done it up. It was um, it was quite outstanding, and he's saying, to say the least. And he's saying, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but it was. Okay, trust me. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes it can be a message in a message, so it can actually stem off and be for a couple of you. So please take what you can of the message. Okay, right, lovely. Because he told me about a property that was purchased and it was really bad, and then he done it up, and he said it turned into something absolutely spectacular. And he's saying he could get like he could do that with anything he put his mind to. He's talking about a lady as well. I don't know whether that was his wife, but he's saying about a lovely relationship and a beautiful relationship that had started early in his life, and it had lasted a lifetime. And he's saying about how special that person was to him. And he's saying about that we were married 53 years. Okay. Right, thank you. So he's on about you then, Cornelia, and he's saying about that the relationship was from a love that lasted a lifetime, and that's what he's saying. He's saying about that. He's saying the words he's saying is, she was the only girl for me. He wants me to tell you that he loved you very, very dearly, and he's always around you. I know that he's worried about you at the moment because he said he doesn't feel that you're looking after yourself as good as you should be, and he feels that you've neglected yourself in some way. Whether you, I don't want to go into that too much, I'm not a doctor or anything, but he said you've neglected yourself, but that was you. You always put everyone first. Well, that's what he's saying, Cornelia. You was the only girl for him. Right. I know over Christmas has been a bit tough for you because he mentions that. He mentions that things didn't run according to plan. That's what he's saying to me. So whatever happened, he's saying about that, and he's saying he was around and he was trying to help along the way. He said things. He's saying we have. Right, okay. So he's laughing and he's saying we are a bit of a disorganized family. So I don't know whether you know what he means by that. He wanted to come through just to have a word with you and tell you to shake yourself up and look after yourself a little bit more. He said you're not ready to go to where he is yet. You've got a lot of living to do, and he wants you to do that. And with that, I'm going to leave his love with you. Thank you very much for working with Cornelia. Let's see where we go. Right. So I've got a male coming through. I know he was into his rock music, and he's singing to me, and he's playing top key, all for love and all for love and love, all for love, love, all for love. I'm not even sure what it is. All for love and love and love. All for love. You're welcome, Cornelia. Okay. Right, so I know that this man, as he comes through, he's giving me a terrible headache. So I feel that there would have been his passing would have been connected to this. That and he's putting in me that there was some kind of brain hemorrhage. So it was either some kind of brain hemorrhage or some kind of aneurysm, something to do with my head. When I'm looking at from age groups, I've got 45-ish in my head. He's not very old. Right, Rose Sullivan. My partner had a brain tumour. Okay, right. This man was round about, and when I'm saying 45, he's telling me now that it was around that time he got diagnosed. So I feel that he had this problem, and it was kind of put under control, and then it come back with vengeance. That's how he's making me feel. You can take this around now. and he's telling me about how when he passed 54, when he passed. Okay, so would you understand, Alison, that as well, and Rose, you're with me as well, would you understand that he looked around 45? And would you understand that he would have jokingly lied about his age? Okay, Weezy, if I can get to you and I've got a reading for you, then I will give it to you. I cannot predict who's going to come through, unfortunately, sweet. If I can, I will. I am so sorry, but I'll do my best. Rose, not for you. So, who was the other person? Alison, 54 when he passed. Okay. So, would you understand as well that he liked a different kind of music to everybody else? So, I'm feeling like rock music. When I say that, I'm saying AC/DC. I'm saying, who else? He's telling me he liked some Oasis, but he liked rock music. But he's saying he did listen to anything, but that was his preferred kind of music. Tears for Fears. Okay, right, lovely. Yeah, because it's making me feel that I liked different music. Um, and he's telling me that it wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but he liked what he liked. He's mentioning bacon. I don't know why, but he's telling me to say bacon sandwiches. Would you understand why he's telling me to say bacon sandwiches? Mention bacon sandwiches. Whether you've been recently had a bacon sandwich and he was there, or whether um, you like bacon sandwiches, or whether he did, but he said mention bacon sandwiches. Okay, lovely. Long as you know what it's for, that's all that matters. He doesn't. He just placed that in my mind and said, "Tell her, make sure you tell her bacon sandwiches." Um, okay. Who's got who suffers with some kind of eczema or something like that? Or I'm getting really hot around this man as well now. This man's making me feel really, really hot. So I don't know whether he was that kind of person that was always feeling hot, but he's making me feel really warm, or whether yourself are. But he's saying about to mention about the bacon sandwiches, and also is making me feel really, really warm. And I'm feeling that almost, even though it's cold, I want to put a fan on. Would that make sense? Because he's mentioning about that as well, and he's saying about how hot somebody is. So I don't know whether it's around you. Are you feeling the heat lately, Alison? Are you feeling really hot? Hot flushes, okay. I didn't want to say it, but yes, that's what he said. And the words he's saying, she's having the grannies. Would that make sense to you? She's having the grannies. Right, okay. So he's jokingly about that, and he's saying, what he's saying is, he's on about the doctors, but when he mentions the doctors, he says the quacks, and he said that they haven't been much help to you. Would that make sense? With the grannies, that's what he said. And it's making me feel like I want to say, I'll leave it, I'll just suffer, and I'll just do it myself, kind of thing, because I'm not getting the help that I want or need. And I really don't want to tell you this, but he's telling me to put ice, to tell you, and he's laughing. Tell her to put ice cube in her, and I'm not going to say any more than that. And he's jokingly saying that. Right, he's got a really friendly, warm sense of humour. He likes to crack a joke, never ever in an offensive way. He just in an uplifting way more than anything. And he makes me feel that he wants to do that for you. Because have you been feeling a little bit down lately, Alison? Because I think this is why he's come through. I think he's come through to give you that little bit of an upliftment that you need, and that little push, because he feels that you've been a little bit down lately. And he wants me to tell you that everything's cool on the brightest, the other side. Everything's cool on the other side. So I think he's joking again about like the hot flashes, and he's saying everything's cool on the other side. And he wants me to tell you that he's around you. And he wants me to tell you that he's always going to be there shouting your corner. So I feel that he may have done that in life as well, because he's making me feel that he'll always be there shouting your corner. And he said, if you don't get hurt, shout louder. So I know that's a message he wants to say. If you're not being heard, he wants you to shout louder and make them listen. That's what he's telling me to tell you. Make them listen. So I hope that makes sense to you, Alison. And a lovely guy, absolutely full of laughter. And he's certainly got a way with words. That's all I shall say. But thank you very much. And thank you for working with me. And I'll leave a love of spirit with you. Let's see where we're going. Right, so I've got a lady coming forward now, and I know she's saying Paula and Pauline, so I don't know whether Paula is short for Pauline, but she's mentioning Paula or Pauline. I don't know whether this is her name, but that's the name that she's coming in with and giving to me. You're welcome, Alison. Paula or Pauline. I can't tap into your grandma. I'm sorry, Kaiwazy, I'd love to. If she comes through, then I'll give you a message, but I can't. Oh, we can't actually, as mediums, like, tell people to come through. I'm really sorry about that. So it's Paula or Pauline. There's a connection with this lady too. I know she's got she's telling me about her bad back. So I know she would have had a bad back because she's saying about her bad back. She's saying my bad back's gone now. Alison O'Brien, I know you're saying my dad. Is that saying that there's a... This lady had suffered really badly with her back and when she was on the airplane. And when she's also showing me as well that she had very bad, and I feel that there was kidney problems, something to do with her kidneys or that area around that place. Right, okay. This lady's also mentioning to me about dialysis. So I feel that there was a kidney complaint and that she had to have dialysis. And she's showing me herself being picked up to go to dialysis by hospital transport, and them coming and picking her up at the door and putting her into a wheelchair and taking her to dialysis. No one can take this lady. I'm going to let her go. People do join and come on and come off, go off, so it could have been somebody. Right, okay. I'm going to let this lady, I'm going to leave the lady here, just in case anybody does actually recognise her. And I feel that I've got to tell the sitter that she was a neighbour. She was a neighbour. And also I've got to mention the name Doris. Lynn Burnsby, my neighbour was called Pauline. But Pauline, But did she have, I had an elderly neighbour called Pauline, not sure how she passed. Well, and I work with a Paula. But the dialysis is important. The dialysis, the kidney problem. I mean, you may have not known that she had a kid. I have an aunt Doris in spirit, and I know another lady who was on dialysis, Rebecca Yates. Another lady passed on dialysis. Thank you. That's probably why we've got the connection then, lovely. Hopefully I can work with you then, Rebecca. Right, so I know, I should say, that this lady is bringing Doris through. So would you understand that Doris wasn't very much of a strong personality? She would have been more one to sit in the background than to come up front, because I feel that this lady is bringing her through. Lynn, please carry on listening. Would you have noticed, Lynn, as well, what I'm going to say, hospital transport coming for her a couple of times a week? This lady is bringing Doris through. She was an opposite, very outspoken, but she's not come through to anyone since her passing. Okay, right. So let's wait a moment there then, Rebecca. Let's see where we're going, because I'm feeling right then. Okay, would you understand if I turned it around and said that the lady that would have had the dialysis, the neighbour, she would have been not very outspoken? Because I don't know why. I'm trying to find why the connection of why this lady has brought Doris through. Now, I'm going to tune in a little bit more and let's see where we go with this, because there's obviously a reason she's brought, and you've said that she hasn't come through before. Right, okay. Now I'm getting the reason being for that is your Aunt Doris wouldn't have particularly believed in this kind of thing. Would that make sense? And without being rude, this lady bringing her through is like she still isn't doing it herself, although she is, if you know what I mean. Because that's that's the way I can feel it's working. Oh, thank you, Chloe. That would be a compliment. That makes sense. Lovely. Thank you. So we know where we are now. So I'm feeling that this lady's just saying, come on now, I've made the way, paved the way for you, you come through. And although she wants to speak out, she's still being very reserved and holding back. I'm trying to get her to come forward myself as well. Okay, right. So I'm asking, would this make sense to you, Rebecca? It's a really, really random thing. I've just said, can you give me anything? And she said, cotton buds, which are the earbuds, cotton buds. Now, that will either be spark up a memory or something funny that's happened lately or something. But she said mention cotton buds. We are lagging a little bit, so it's taking a little bit longer for the comments to come up. Okay, thank you. I haven't got to take them. All I've got to do is tell you what I'm told, and I've got to say to you, cotton buds. Okay, right, right, okay. Rebecca, would you understand? Is your dad on the earth plane and not being too well lately? I've got my tickle again. Right, and this is why she's come through. She's come through because she wants to give him a lot of healing, and she wants me to say that I'm going to give it you as she's telling me. Sorry if I offend anybody. She wants to give him a kick up the butt, if that makes sense to you. She wants me to tell you that he needs a good kick up his butt. So whether he's not acknowledging things that's going on with his health, I'm not a doctor or what, but she's telling me he needs a good kick up his butt. That's normal. Chloe, can I just tell you, my love, that when that happens, that is normally your loved one in spirit trying to get your attention. So that's what she will be doing. And you'll be seeing and seeing her in everything and everybody. And it's her way of her talking to you from the spirit world. You won't go to doctors, thank you. This is why she's come through. Now, I know it wouldn't be something that she'd normally do because she didn't really. I'm not saying she wasn't a believer, but it's not something that she would have actually done. Like she wasn't the type of person to go and see a medium or have tarot cards read or anything like that. I feel that it was totally out of character for her. But she wanted to come through, and this lovely lady's brought her through so she can do the talking. So she still doesn't look like she actually totally goes along with this, just so she can tell me that you've got to give your dad that kick up his butt. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him. I'm not saying there's anything serious or anything, but she's saying worry can make things a lot worse than it actually is, if that makes sense. And she wants me to tell you to tell your dad that. So I feel that he's pushing things, but really he's worried, and worry can make things a lot worse. And she's saying it magnifies things and makes things look a lot bigger than what they actually are. And that's what her point is, and she wants to get through. I know there's a lot of healing being sent his way and a lot of love. And she's saying she's giving him lots of strength too, because I feel that she was such a strong woman that she's giving some of her strength to him. And I'm going to leave her love with you, and thank you for working with me. We're on 52 and may have time to do a quick one. So Right, I've got a lady coming through and she's walking through. As she's walking through, she's holding a cushion in her hand, a cushion that would have been made for her. And she's showing me this cushion. You're welcome, Rebecca. She's got a cushion that would have been made for her. And I feel like when this lady passed, it would have been put with her. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, would you understand a lady that's coming through in spirit who walks in and she shows me a cushion that would have been made for her and would have been put with her when she was laid to rest? Hi, Simon. Veronica, it was definitely made for her. This cushion was made for her. And I feel that it was embroidered with stitching, with different things that was said was for her. Okay, right. Just listening, Sarah. And if remember to tell Mum, just in case, my aunt had a blanket made for her and buried with it. Okay, but I do feel it's a cushion. Had her children's name on them. Now that sounded more like it. Right, would you understand then, Veronica, that it would have been folded up into a square? Because that's how she's come through with this. That's why I'm looking and saying a cushion. Would you understand? It would be like a square, so it would look like a cushion, neatly into a square. Okay, right. Let's just say well, I'm going to go with you a little bit, and let's see where it goes. Just if it's anybody else listening, right? Because I know there was definitely names or something embroidered on there that was important because she brought that in to show me. Okay. Right. Would you understand about something that was around the edging? Around the edging. Because she's saying mention about the edging. Yes, Chloe, it's just her way of telling you that she's around you and she's letting you know. So she's giving you, just like we get robins and butterflies, it's her signs giving to you to say, I'm around you and I'm there. It had a lacy edging. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. And she's on about how much that meant to her, how much that special thing meant to her, and she wants her children to know that she has got it with her in spirit, and she wants them to know that. And I know there's been a conversation saying by one of her children or a couple of her children saying, Mum's got a blanket to keep her warm. So you need to ask about that as well because she's mentioning that too. I know there's so much love for them, and I know that she's around them. I know that the one daughter, she's saying to me, one daughter has got her abilities, whatever that means, her abilities, and she's very good at it. So she's telling me about the one daughter that's took very much gone down her footsteps. Hi, Megan. Making noodles, lovely. Okay, right. Long as you know what it is, and she's saying about her taking something from her. She wants her family to know that she's safe and she's got the blanket and she loves it and she holds it every day. And she said that she's showed it everybody because she shows it off all the time. And she's telling me about, tell her that I've showed it to Bill or William. Bill might be short for William, but she said, tell her I've showed it to Bill. So I don't know who that means. I'm going to leave her love with you. Only a short message, but hopefully it got what she wanted to say. Anybody who hasn't had a message off me this evening, I'm very, very sorry. I do apologise. I can only do what I can do. I am with you again on Wednesday at 7 till 8. So please, if you can, join me. And sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. And I'll be here again the same time next week at 9 till 10. But you're all welcome to join me. And thank you. And remember that spirit's always with you. They're just in the next room. That's how I like to see them, just there. So talk to them often because they listen. And you're welcome, everyone. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, everybody. Much love.